Hi, everybody. Hmm. Okay, do it this way. Yeah, there we go. Hi, everybody. It's Sandra Pelli da Sandini, Inner Peace Mentor, Dragon Ally, Galactic Shaman, and Visionary of the Guide Academy. This morning, we're going to do something a little bit different on the Soulful Business Call. And I'm really excited about this on one hand, because it's a part two for the Mailchimp video that I had created that teaches people the basics of using Mailchimp. And it's kind of like, now, what is that next step? So thank you for your patience with those who usually come on to here and talk about business related things. This is a business related thing, but I wanted to get a little bit more proactive this morning um, and do this Mailchimp piece. So I'm just going to, um, I'm just going to find one first on my thing here. I need to find a landing page. Bear with me. I'm just going to find something here and then I'll, oh, right there. Okay. Okay, so I have discovered it and I'm going to share my screen. So in essence, what we're doing here is we're in Mailchimp, and this is for people who are using Mailchimp. And what we want to do is create a thank you page or a page that shows you where to pay, for instance. So what I've done is I've gone into one of my landing pages, and so uh, some of the things are very straightforward. It's how are you naming it? If you're naming this, let's say that you're using this link yourself, then you're just going to leave it whatever name that you want. If you are naming this as somebody else's link, then you would actually edit the name. And this name piece that I'm showing you right here, it is a piece that isn't shown to other people. They don't see that thing. What they do see is what's on your piece on the page title instead. So on the page title, that's where you would put down what your title is of the thing. And if it's yours, you would just call it your title. If it is for somebody else, and we're going to use myself and Marion's name for this. So if I was creating this workshop and Marion is going to promote it for me, then at that point I would put, instead of say the +1, I would put dash Marion down on this title. This title is what would show up on the screen for on the social preview, I guess you could say, okay? And then this replace your image. I've spoken a little bit about that as well on the, oops, I don't actually want to do that. My apologies. How do I go back? X, 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 go back. This replace your image. Basically what happens here is more often than not, it is a little monkey head because Mailchimp has a monkey head. And so you can actually go in and replace that image. And I will show how to do that at a further date. But in essence, what you do is you click on your image on your computer, not in Mailchimp. And in most cases, when you click on your image on your computer, there's three little dots at the top. And then you can click those three little dots and you can save it in different forms. And there's a specific size that Mailchimp uses. Like it says here, files must be the square images that are 512 by 512 pixels or smaller. So you just create your own little square and then you make it that size, 512 by 512, okay? Same here with this edit URL. This is again where you would put the person's name, say it was called, like this one was a +1. So this is where you would actually put the Inner Dragon Workshop dash Marion's name instead, okay? Same thing with your edits and tags. I can see here that I haven't got any tags on here, so I could tag that this was the Inner Dragon Workshop. It's the Inner Dragon Workshop. It was the original one. Or I can even add both of them in there. and it puts them into both categories. Now, why do I want to use this inner dragon tag? It's because when I create emails, I can actually send it to just those people that are tagged. And I'm not going to go into emails today. So let's go into this edit design part here now. So in this edit design part, we're looking at this email address and etc. And I've now got it so that I can collect phone numbers. Do I make it so that it's required? No, I don't, but you could make it required. That means that they have to give you your first name. They have to fill out at least an email address in any of these sign-up forms in Mailchimp to be able to actually push this button that I've named personally in this landing page. Yes, I want to meet my inner dragon. The other ones, you can leave it as being open and people will fill in what they want to fill in, or people don't realize that they have an option, one or the other, right? So then we come down to this button. This is where you're going to change the text that's on this yellow button here. Yes, I want to meet my inner dragon is what I've written, but I could have anything written there. Then I've got the option of 3 different things: a web address, a landing page, or a confirmation message. So currently I've got it on a landing page, which is the workshop. Thank you for joining. I'm making a mental note of that. If I wanted to use a confirmation message, then I click on the confirmation message here. And then what happens is when people push that button and it sends, what they will get with the confirmation message part of it is this exact landing page that I or you have created, except that it will actually say, instead of email address collection here, it will actually say whatever you've written here. Okay, so in this case, if I was doing a confirmation, I'd say success, you've been added to the audience. One more thing, please click here to pay. And I would provide a link. Now for Canadians, I might write something like, I'm going to go I'm going to take that off of, unlink it first. Everyone pay here. Let's say it's $450. Then what I would do is I would highlight all of it, go to the link button up top, and then I would provide a web address that would have my PayPal on it. Now, do know that when you're doing it this manner, that it's very specific. Like it will only show. It will only show. Let me say what this means here. With PayPal in this Mailchimp, using it in this manner, it will only take people to the PayPal link. It will not give them a money amount. They are responsible for their own money amount going into that. And so it would be smart to put an extra little note here. You are paying in US funds. Please scroll down the monies and click on the USD. And that way it will then come in as US. Otherwise, I've had so many people just paying whatever money they actually usually have their PayPal set up as. And then for myself, I am Canadian, so I give Canadians a deal. Canadians pay on par, and then please pay via e-transfer. And then I give my email address. Again, there's nothing here that says, like here I can do this. I can put in an email address and I can put in a message body. So then it's like thesandini@gmail.com. message body. That's if they actually click on this. They're not going to click on that. They're actually probably going to just grab it, but they can click on it. And I'll go, remember, it's $450 CAD for them. Okay. So that's kind of where we're at with that. Oh, I should click on that again. That's a confirmation message that's here. You could also put your Zoom link into this spot as well, just so that they have all of that. The thing is that people will take a quick look at this, and then it usually gets lost in the shuffle because I don't think it actually comes as an email to them specifically. It just happens to be the thing that pops up next on their computer that shows them that it's there, okay? So if they don't pay now, it's almost like they have to go back in and re-register to bring up that landing, that page like this that has the confirmation message on it, okay? Another way to do this a web address. Now, I've got sandrapelli.com on my web. I went and I created a, let me just bring it up on a different page. I'm not sure if you guys can see this or not. Okay, I'm gonna, first of all, can somebody tell me if they see this or not? Just unmute and say whether you can see my screen change to Google Blackle, whatever.
Yes, I think so. We're looking at your moving through the URL.
Okay, beautiful.
Thank
you.
Stuff.
Appreciate that. Okay, so as you can tell, I've set up my web page instead, where people can come here and purchase whatever it is this way. Now, if I was on my Wix, that's who I deal with my web page, then I can actually change this buy now piece to whatever funds I normally use on my web page, and it'll be there. Okay, I'll just get you to mute again, please. And also, I can actually create a second, when I go into my web pages, I can go into and duplicate this page and do it, sandrapelli.com /enroll dash Marion. And then I could actually use a different price on that page and change my PayPal or whatever this piece is so that it reflects the price that I'm offering Marion for that course, okay? So I'm just going to go back to this edit landing page. So that's what you would do with the web address piece. Now, the other piece is the landing page, and that's the piece that we're going to work on right now. Excuse me. And personally, I already have this one made. Most times, I'll get into creating one of these landing pages where I'm going for my emails, and then I realize that, oh, I still got to go create that web page, that landing page still. So I'm not actually ready to click on this landing page portion. So I just going to, in this case, I saved and published because it's already published. If I was creating a new landing page that was specifically for that, then what I would do is I would push the replicate button. Here's that Inner Dragon Workshop +1, which would pretend it's Marion instead of +1. I would replicate it. This is what I'm talking about with the little monkey head on the icon. That's where you would go in and you would change that. Ideally, it'll be in your Mailchimp now because you've already created one. Marion personally has a beautiful little heart thing. So if she was the one who was in her Mailchimp creating all this, she could use her little heart or whatever icon that she chose to use. You would again go in and change your picture here. I know that I use very specific pictures for whatever I happen to be doing. Let's do it with that one. And then my description, join us for the 30-minute workshop. And then I would save. So that's all it would say, and people would click on it. I'd go down to my URL. This is my payment page. I'd save it. I wouldn't necessarily name it payment page. I'm just calling it that for the sake of doing this. My edit audience, this again, here, I don't necessarily have to edit the audience because I'm not using that sign up form, as I'll show you in a minute here. So as I come into this and it comes up, I've got everything is basically still the same, but instead of this email address, I'm going to go over here and I'm going to find my buttons or my promo codes. And now with Mailchimp, they no longer have a um, uh, um, pay part. Like they used to actually have a one of these squares over on the right-hand side that showed payment ideas, PayPal, Stripe, different ways to pay. So kind of one way that could be used a way around that is to use a product thing instead and connect it to your web that way. You would take out that content block that showed the email address, the collection of the email address, because you've already done that. This is the where you're going to add this product. So if this is very straightforward and it's your personal page, like it's my personal page, I would connect to my store. My store, I personally don't use the store to do events, but if I was selling a shirt or something like that, or if the cards, or I could sell the event in my store area of the thing, and that's what that connect piece is. Okay, so I don't actually like that one, but what I could do instead is put a button in here, and that's where I would send people over to PayPal or to Stripe, and like buy now or pay now. I'd put maybe pay now. And I would put my PayPal address there, whatever it happened to be. Da, 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 da. Okay. And then as well on top of this, I would write down, I would change this to thank you for joining. There is one last step, or there's one more step, and it might not be a last step, it might be one more step. Oops. And you would do it there. Oops, I should say please pay. Please pay below. Please pay $450 US below. Remember to scroll to USD in the monies. Very, very straightforward. I will bet at least 10% of the people will forget to scroll because their ability to understand the digital aspect of all the different things, the different steps in motion is what it is, and that's just it's sometimes beyond their comprehension or their ability. And I have just found that it's probably just easier to go into PayPal and find a specific link, like go create something in PayPal, like create an invoice that way. So maybe that's what I'll show you to do too. I'm just going to stop my share for a moment. And I'm going to open up my PayPal. That way I'm not giving you guys my password and stuff. Log in. It just asked me if I was human. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen again. There we go. So here I am in PayPal, where it says pay and get paid. I'm going to click on that. I am going to I believe it's go to, oh, you can go to QR code. That's one of them you can use. You can go to PayPal checkout, pay links and buttons, all sorts of different things that you can do. Now, I'm not sure, I haven't done this in a while because I tend to now use my web page to do it, but this is another way to get in there. One set price, let's see what happens here. That's that screen that I was talking to you about. Oh, it's on the top. USD. It's not $1, it's actually $4.50. I'm going to see if it will build it. Oh, yeah, it will. So here is my link now. This link is what I can now put into. I can either copy and paste it this way or copy link, but I can now go into that landing page in that edit design. This is so much easier. That's a big help for whoever it needs it there. So where it says pay now, this is where I would actually put that link. And so when people go to preview that link, I'm unsure if, oh, it will let me go there. There it is, $4.50 for the inner dragon. Very straightforward. So it's when you're in your PayPal, you go to pay, get paid, and it's the pay links and buttons that will do that, and you can create your link that way. I think that's pretty straightforward. I'm just gonna ask if there's any questions, Marion.
You make it look so easy, Sandra.
That's why I create the video.
I would have to play it back a few times, but thank you for that. I appreciate it greatly.
Yeah, truly my pleasure. Okay.
Hopefully
Wonderful.
I can follow along and do it. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem. And you're more than welcome to stay for the rest of the call. This is a free call. It's a business call. If you're going, that's absolutely fine. I love you. We'll talk to you later.
And I'd love to speak with you, but I do have another call booked, so I do need to head. But thank you so much, and cheerio, ladies. Take care.
Take care. Bye.
Bye-bye.